The last official day of corn harvest, guys. We're pulling in here. One thing you're gonna see in the top right hand corner, it's October 1st. How's it October 1st? It doesn't make sense because the last video we were on December. But it got so dark in the video that I knew it was gonna be horrible for you guys watching, so we kind of flipped the visual month to October. So we definitely just time traveled back 2 months real quick because December just looks so dark on this map. It's horrible. Now I've got the drone up in the air quick, and you can see we've got, I gotta stop going up. Okay, there we go. We got 3 combines out in this field. We got a case, we got 2 John Deeres, and the old 9610 we bought is still kicking butt out there. But we don't have enough grain carts. So what we did is we purchased a grain cart. Now we had the 8520T sitting, so I was like, hey, let's throw a 850 bushel grain cart on. I know Nate said the 1000 bushel was a little too much for it, so this should be perfect. We can run 2 grain carts. We've got both semis running, and then we have both wagons. And actually both these wagons in the front semi are full. We're hauling all of our corn over to Poet. They've got a good price. We're making about $200,000 per truckload right now, which is a little unrealistic, but that's the price of the game, and we're not trying to cheat on money. So we're sticking with a right around $200,000 a truckload. I know it's crazy. If it was real life, that'd be awesome. So I'm gonna hop in the 8520T, and we're gonna get all these trucks full and then just go take it over to Poet and just keep on doing the thing. Basically, we're not gonna be running a combine. All of our hired workers are gonna be running combines. Nate, which 2 combines need unloading?
Try the Case H first. I'm getting over here to the last John Deere.
Oh shoot, okay. The case is running still? Okay, I'll turn around.
Yep.
Nate, you said when the 8520T gets a load on it, it struggles? Like how bad? How fast can you get going?
It's not that once you get going, it's okay, but getting up to normal speeds is where it lags.
Gotcha.
Which that's a smaller grain cart than this one, am I wrong?
Yeah, it's only 850 bushels, so it should work pretty good.
Should be a little bit easier, but it's still gonna struggle just a tad bit.
I mean, even if it struggles, this tractor sounds dang good, man.
Didn't your mom ever tell you not to buy something off the sound and buy it off the way it works?
If she told me that, I wouldn't have hired you.
You just messed up all the way around hiring me.
We unload a couple hundred bushels out of the case and to keep it going, but this 9610 is going to be full very soon, guys. I got to try and catch it across the field with 3 combines, 2 grain carts. We got to move a lot of corn here. This is pretty fun, though. I enjoy it. Come on, buddy. Papa's coming. Come on, stick the auger out. There we go. We're catching him. We're catching him. He's probably running 4 or 5 mile an hour. That 9610 is moving. There we go. We are unloading. Perfect. Basically, if I stay in 11th gear, go full throttle like 2200 RPM, that matches his speed. That way I don't have to set like a cruise control. I can just set my gearing and run full throttle, and it works pretty good. I'm assuming he's empty. Yeah, I'll just unload him all the way till he's done here. Okay, perfect.
Grant, you on the radio? We have an issue.
What's that?
Your Steiger is too big to fit inside of the grain elevator. We can't sell grain with a Steiger attached to the wagons.
Seriously?
I'm 1,000% serious.
Hey, what if we switch the 335 off the grain cart and throw the Steiger on the grain cart and throw the 335 on the wagons?
We'll have to do something. I'm just going to leave the wagons right here, I guess.
Okay, just switch those out. Or Nate, we could get the 7810 if you want, too. Throw the 7810 on the wagons.
I mean, it's all to whichever one you want to put on there.
Can the 7810 pull it, though?
Should be able to, but the issue is that's all the way at the house, and we got what's here close to us, but if you want me to, I'll go back there and get it.
Yeah, I'd say we could go grab it. Why not? Okay, we've got like pretty much all of our semis full, so I gotta hop in this other semi quick. Nate's gonna go grab the 7810, throw it on the wagons. We're just trying to pile together every tractor we got to move as much grain as possible, as fast as possible, pretty much. Luckily, we're just hauling grain right across the road, so it works out pretty good. I had to talk to Poet because Nate was blocking this with the wagons, so we're gonna pull in here and then I'm gonna have to back out of here. I'm pulling in here reverse, which should be fine. We'll unload. Okay, we got her dumped. Now I'll hop on the scale, even though I already got paid from the grain. I'm still gonna hop on the scale. Get weighed out, and should be good to go. We're getting, like I said, guys, about $200,000 a truckload. If this was real life, that'd be amazing. But this will give us the capital going into the next years to like expand the farm like crazy. And there's Nate with the 7800 back there. And that thing is gonna struggle pulling wagons. If he can just get enough traction to get on the road or get on the cement, it'll pull the wagons fine. I mean, we're literally going like a half mile, so should be fine. And I'm gonna back up the 8520T, and we're gonna start dumping in the semi here. And then I need to get the other tractor, the 335, and start dumping that because this is completely full too. You know it's full when you can see the rear tires of the tractor like squatted. Look at that thing. We need some more front weight in here. That thing is squatted back there. And we're unloading that. Okay, we are rolling. It's tough to keep up with this combine. This 9870, I mean, it just eats corn here. I think Nate sold the last like 100 bushels out of his wagon over there. And We're rolling. This cart's gonna be full. Like, Nate's trying to keep up with trucks. I'm just trying to keep the carts rolling. With 3 combines and like 200 bushel of corn, even though it's not amazing yielding, it's pretty good, and it's tough to keep up with this stuff. But we're rolling. I think that combine's just about empty. And this case is about to be full. I'm gonna try catching this thing. We'll keep them loaded. I gotta go down to, I think, like 11th gear is what I'm rolling. There we go, 8th gear. 8th gear is just about perfect with this case. Yep. And he's empty. No, I'm full. And we should be able to pretty much top off this semi-trailer. I'm hoping. There we go. Pull up next to him. We'll get dumping. There we go. We are dumping. Okay, I'm going to see if this can work. I'm hoping this combine can stick its auger out far enough to where we can unload here. Come on. Let's make this work. Oh. Come on. Guys, it's going to be close. I'm going to have to just run over a few corn stalks here to just get this thing unloaded. There we go. Perfect. Okay, Nate needs about 10% in that semi, and that's going to be full here, so I'm going to swing around. We're going to top them off, and we're moving. Nate's keeping up here. Right there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, well, that's unloaded. We're going to hop in the 335 and keep it moving. So currently, if you guys look at our total money, we have about $1 million. Like I said, we're making a lot of money. Corn's high price right now, and we have some in the bin. I'm hoping we can keep this up. We got a lot of acres left to harvest, so we should have a good amount of cash left over at the end of the season here. We'll unload Stacy. We'll keep her rolling. Oh, right when I get here, it gets full. Come on, you got more room in there, Case. Okay, we're going to top off these wagons here. Nate is able to keep up pretty darn well. I'm surprised. Okay, we've got 2 wagons full. Nate's running grain car right now, and I'm going to haul the wagons in to the elevator. I'm surprised 7810 can pull it as good as it does here. It's working pretty good. Jesus, Nate.
Hey, we can no.
You ever heard of brakes, man? Okay, move ahead, Nate. Oh, this works pretty good. That is full. We'll top off the back one. And we've got another full semi-truck. So we're going to go and load it. We're already at $1.5 million. By the end of this, we'll probably be like $1.9 million, which is pretty good. And we got more corn in the bin, too. Jeez, Nate, your truck sounds like a NASCAR, man. Holy Toledo. Okay, this is one of the last loads that we have, actually, of harvest. Maybe we have one more load after this, but Nate and the crew are pretty much done combine.
Alrighty, Grant, you on the radio?
Yep.
We are done.
Nice, nice. Okay, we got to get this whole train back to the farm somehow. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Okay, we are officially done. Got all the wagons, all the grain carts, got all 3 combines here, and we're with $1.9 million, which we have more grain in the bins too that we're going to be selling in December. So we're doing pretty good, and we have like 8,000 bushels or some bushels in those wagons, something like that too. So should be good to go. Okay, so we're going to pay back all of our loans. We're going to get debt free. Let's just pay back just $99999. That'll take us to the amount. There we go. We paid it all back. So we're left with $1.7 million plus the grain in the bins. Okay, so we got like a 10-mile trek back to the farm. We gotta get everything back, everything cleaned up, and then we gotta start tillage right away here. We're gonna put her in road gear and get moving. Well, guys, it's the next day, and me and Nate cannot save money to serve our lives. So what we did...
Whoa, don't you get me in on this one. This was all your idea.
It'll be good. So for the farm, we never even had any semi-trucks. And so with the profits we had, we bought 2 semi-trucks and 2 Wilson Pace Setter trailers. I love the black look here. So that's what we bought. 2 trucks, 2 trailers, and we can really expand the farm into the future. Now, Nate has a trucking company, but he is so busy with his guys and stuff that most of his trucks are being used in the fall. And so we've got everything back here. All the combines, all the grain carts. We just got to kind of organize some stuff along here, and then we got to start hooking up some tillage equipment because we got to start tillage here. So that's what I'm thinking. Also, to run you guys through the Freightliners, all black look, dual exhaust on here, no special sleeper, just day cab trucks. And if you look inside, these are automatics. And I know manual would be cool, but we're running automatics. They sound good. They're easy to drive. Pretty much anybody can hop in them and just drive one instead of having a manual. They sound awesome, actually. So these trucks should work good for us. They're going to be simple. And they'll work good. Okay, so what we're going to do is get both the grain carts put away. Nate's going to hop in the 335. We're going to get her backed in the corner here. And then we're going to get the other grain cart put away in cold storage. There you go. We got them all cleaned up. They're looking good. There you go. Keep coming, Nate.
Probably should have moved this hay rate.
I know. I'll get the Model A. I'll move it quick. I'll get you unhooked. There you go. Should be good. And then Nate's gonna get it in the 8520, and then put the other grain cart just right here next to the 1050. With 2 tracks, you can turn like super sharp if you want. It's good and bad. There you go. Keep coming, Nate.
Trying, okay?
Should be good right there. Nate's Nate's gonna pull around the header trailer. We're gonna get the 12-row header off the combine here. We had to do some clean on, so we pulled it back here, and then we got it like all cleaned up, and then we gotta drop it back on the header trailer. There you go. Should be good. Right there, Nate. And we'll drop her down. Should be good right there. Okay, now our cold storage is kind of a mess over here. We've got like a lot of equipment we don't need in here, so we're gonna move the swather into the other cold storage building, and probably the hay baler in the other cold storage building. Yeah, for now, we'll just put it in here if we got enough room. Jam pack everything in, basically. And we'll set it as close as possible to grain carts, pretty much. Right there should be good. Perfect. Nate, are you thinking we would leave the roller outside?
Yeah, this is too big of a piece of equipment
Okay.
to really put in a barn.
And I'm going to grab the 4020, and we're probably going to move the baler and sprayer. We'll get those out of here. Right there. We'll back up to it. Perfect. Got it connected. We'll move the jack up and just move it to the other cold storage building. Keep going. Just back her in. I'm going to try and get it all the way in this corner if I can. And there we go. Should be good. And we're going to back the sprayer in here. I'll just put it right there. Should be good. It's going to be a tight fit with the combines, but basically we got some chemical and seed stacked up there that we're not going to need for a while. So since there's some space, I'm just going to basically put the combine back here. We can extend our auger over top of the seed and chemical. Should work good. Should be good right there. And we'll park the 9610 right there. Should be good. Okay, we gotta find a place to put the trucks though. We got room in the shop area. We're just gonna put the trucks in the shop here. This will work good. Okay, that'll work good right there. Should be good. Okay, we've got everything organized pretty darn well. Nate's put in the last pickup truck, but basically now we gotta start on tillage. And so me and Nate gotta do some talking, decide what we want, because we kind of want to upgrade to another 9000 series, like bigger frame tractor for tillage, because we've got the 535, but we could get something else too. And we could still run the 335 and 8520T, don't get me wrong, but we kind of need another big tractor for tillage, so gotta talk to Nate on that. And we got pretty much all of our planters under storage. We do have a little bit of room here where we could throw some stuff back here, so we may throw some of the wagons or grain carts back here, and then pretty much all the other like tillage implements we just gotta leave outside, kind of in the grove area. Got hay rakes, disc, and the roller back here.
You about ready to get started on cultivation?
What do you say? Take a ride to the dealership?
Yeah, that'd be our best bet.
Let's do it. Keep this thing kind of messy, Nate.
Listen, I'm not like you. I use my truck, okay?
She's a little dirty.
She's got to be dirty. She's a work truck. How else am I supposed to write her off on my taxes?
True. Okay, we kind of need to be budget friendly here. We have 1.5 million. I want to kind of get away with a bigger tillage tractor, but not pay a steep price. So we'll see what we can do. What are you kind of thinking?
Bigger, better.
So they got 9630 out front to sell to us. But then if you come over here, here's kind of their four big horses. They got another 9620. So this would be a little cheaper, higher an hour tractor. It's used, of course. They have a 9530T track tractor, which should be good. They got a 9630T track tractor and 9630 wheeled tractor. They got 9420 with triples on her.
What about an 8850?
That's a good tractor. I want a cheap tractor, but maybe not that old.
Hey, I bet we can get it for about 50 grand.
It wouldn't be bad, honestly.
Wouldn't, but that's not what we came here for.
So here we're in a 9630T wheeled. It's got the big wide duals on her. It's pretty nice. It's a low-hourred machine. We just gotta decide if we kind of want to run the track tractor route or the wheel tractor route, kind of, is what we're trying to think about. I mean, it's nice. It's got 24-mile-an-hour top speed. It's just the articulated. I don't know if we want another articulated. We'll hop on the 9630T track tractor, see if we like it. It's not a bad tractor either. 24-mile-an-hour top speed, not bad. And this one's this is pretty rare. It's a 9630T. It's got a 3-point and PTO, which is extremely rare. And we'll hop in 20 series and 9520 wheeled, just kind of like that 9630 we're in. And this isn't a bad tractor either. Power shift transmission. Honestly, it's a tough choice here.
You were the one who drove, and which one did you like to drive? You'll be the one driving it.
Okay, so we just got done with paperwork with the salesman. Tractor we ended up buying was the 9630T. It was a 2-track, it was 150K. The wheeled was actually more expensive, surprisingly. This one has about 3,000 hours on it. Should work good for us. The one thing is, me and Nate at the Case IH dealership over on the other side of town, they sell a lot of wheel-rich chisel plows. And so me and Nate, we're gonna go take a look at those too. So I'm thinking we'll go probably do that right now.
I'd bring the tractor with you.
True, let's do it. So 9630T, the only thing is it has like 30-inch or 25-inch belts. It doesn't have the wide 36-inch belts, which is a little weird on this tractor. It just looks a little off. with the skinnier belts. It should work fine though. I just feel like the 2-track, it feels a little smoother. Honestly, the Articulate, it's just like all over the place when you're trying to make a turn. Feels a little weirder. The 2-track feels, I'm liking the way it feels. So we're headed to the Case IH dealership. We could have bought a quad track or another stagger mate too. I kind of like having multiple brands though. And they got, like I said, a bunch of Will-Rich tillage equipment back here. Oh yeah. I think most of these are like 35, 40 footers. I'm guessing. Oh, I don't even know if we'd have enough power to pull this with the 9630T. This is a disc ripper, looks like. That is a beast of disc ripper. Got 2 aggressive disc blades in the front, then got the shanks, then got the tines, and then got the rolling basket in the back. We just got to kind of figure out what we want here. So we talked to the sales guy. The biggest one they have is this 47 footer right here. He said the 9630T would pull it, although a quad track would pull it better, but I think that's just because he's a red guy, is what he's saying. So I think we're gonna end up going with this. Nate, how much did you say it was?
Only 60,000.
Only 60 grand. It's used. She's used pretty well. So a lot of parts have been replaced on her, and we're gonna run her. We're gonna see what happens here. We gotta pay the guy though. Okay, we're gonna get backed up to it, get her connected.
Come on, a little bit. Go a little bit right. There you go.
Perfect.
Drop that. Let me put these hoses in. I'm gonna have you test them out because I ain't never put these in yet. There you go.
And we'll see if it works. Unfold works good. Yeah, unfold works good. I gotta get back up though. There we go. Yeah, hose is working good, Nate. Okay, I'm gonna take her. Let's see if the flashers work. Flashers work. I'm gonna take her on down the road. Okay, we got the Will-Rich back to the farm. I just dropped Nate off. He's gonna get in the 535, and so that's like kind of a field cultivator slash chisel plow. We're gonna use it as a chisel plow. It plows ground, so it'll leave that plow texture there. So we're just gonna run it like that on that 535, that field cultivator slash chisel plow. But we need to get working all this ground here, so I'm gonna start on the field across from the farm. We're gonna get started working ground. Is my rock box stuck on the driveway? I think my rock box is stuck on the driveway. Oh my gosh. There we go. My rock box was literally stuck on the driveway. Oh boy, this may be a tight fit. We'll see what we can do here. This is gonna be a real tight fit. Not for me, but for Nate it might be, I guess. It's working for him.
There we go.
Perfect. With the chisel plow all unfolded, Nate's unfolding. We probably should spray this field before we rip it, but we're just gonna rip it. Drop her down and let her go. We are rolling. Basically, I'm gonna do the headlands, and then we're gonna have the neighbor kid probably run it, and then, heck, I would like to get the 8520T and maybe the 335 on tillage too, or start putting in hydrants on. That way we can run full capacity here and get all of our field work done. Everything's looking good. No broken tines, no broken shanks. Oh yeah, it has a hitch on the back. I'm wondering if we can put on hydrants, or maybe that's like for like a rolling basket that you pull behind it. But I've never actually seen a hitch on one of these, or I'm curious. It's got to be for an hydrants, I'm guessing. Me and Nate are rolling. I think Nate's gonna turn to the right, finish that strip, and then we're gonna keep going back and forth here. It'll take us a while, but maybe we'll get one of the other tractors on some tillage too. This 9630T though, it's smooth on the field. On the road, it's a little rough, but when you're going through the field, I mean, it's just like a boat. It's just kind of floating across the field. Okay, I'm back in the drone. If you look here, we got Nate running the 535. Then we got the neighbor kid running the 9630T. These guys are knocking out acres of tillage. Things are rolling smoothly. We got about like 600 acres left. But I mean, we're moving pretty quick. I think this field's taking us like a couple hours, so not too bad at all. Okay, so we have 2 630 old John Deere discs, and we got a couple tractors sitting around. So I'm going to get an 8520T, and we're going to hook it up to probably what's too small a disc for this thing. I mean, this thing's going to be overkill, but it's going to help us get some tillage done for sure. Right here, we've had a couple of them sit in the grove, so we're just going to get her hooked up. There we go, she's hooked up. This is definitely going to be overkill, but it'll work. Basically, we're going to start disking around our cornfields, just the edge of them. It's a disc harrow, so it does a little bit of chopping. It's not as aggressive as those chisel plows, of course, but it works pretty good, and you can go. I mean, I can run 11 mile an hour with this tractor. Maybe the disc can't, but we'll find out if something's broken later on. Oh yeah, we can run pretty quick with this thing. This 8520T, it's working good with this disc. I wish we got like a 30-foot disc instead of like probably what we're running a 20-foot disc right now, but I mean, this thing is, she's cruising. She is cruising, that's for sure. But anyways, I got the neighbor kid run the 8520T, guys. I think this is gonna be the end of the video. Seriously, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and actually for the next series, for the next year, there's a chance, but we're maybe thinking about moving maps off of this map, building a whole new farm somewhere else. We'll see. Let me know if you guys have any good map recommendations, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and definitely check out Nate's channel down below for some rhino too. Thanks, guys.